What's going on, everyone? Steven Laggy Gamer. Just a quick disclaimer before this video, and a little addition I wanted to put in. Disclaimer. Man, this video, you can tell I hadn't done a pickups video in a while. It's like, man, you'll have to pain through it. But anyways, something I wanted to add before this video that I meant to put in to the video. Me and the other members of another gaming podcast, Dustin and Chance, we have created a Facebook fan page for the show. It's not really just for the podcast though, and I hate calling it a fan page. I like to call it a community group. So the AGP community page. If anyone's a fan of our another gaming podcast that we got going on, be sure to go to Facebook. I'll leave a link in the low. Like it. That way you can keep up with just things that are going on with us. It's not just stuff that we're going to update about the show. It's more like a hangout page. So people who are into gaming or listen to the podcast and just want to talk, not just to me, Dustin, or Chance, but just with each other. Just we want to start a community around it where we're all just being able to talk to each other and not just you guys talking to us on YouTube or just through the messages there. It's a lot easier, and we've enjoyed it for the most part. We're up to almost, I think, over 70 likes right now, just past couple days, and it really would be awesome to see that thing get over 100. So if you haven't yet, just go over there and like the page and hang out with us. We're always posting pictures and asking questions. Just the past few days, Dustin's been posting stuff like a champ. It's really easy to go onto Facebook and either post a picture or question just to go back and forth with you guys and talk. Just talking about video games or whatever we want to talk about. So be sure to go like that page so you can stay up to date with when new episodes and stuff will be coming out, because we'll let you know on that when we're planning on recording one. So, and also when we start doing these community events, there's things I have and I think Dustin has agreed upon later on down the road when some games start coming out, like say on the Wii U. If we just so happen to pick up Mario Kart 8, like we can have a community hangout day where a bunch of us can get online, get on Skype or whatever, and we can all meet on the Wii U and go play some Mario Kart 8 and just have like a community hangout just with games and stuff like that. So we're going to think of other ideas just to have stuff more involved and just get our community growing and just be able to hang out with each other online, with you guys, the fans, anyone who wants to hang out can. So be sure to like the page, stay up to date on our antics that are going on. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Now into the actual video, which is now going to be really long because this is over 3 minutes long now. So alright, cut to the video now. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Steven the Laggy Gamer. Trying to get a video going here with the new setup and stuff. I don't know. It's getting so hard to be able to find a place to actually film stuff now that the game room is being taken down and being turned into another baby's room. So it's just weird trying to find good lighting, and it's just awkward in this corner. So we'll see. I don't know if every video will be here, or I might just do them from that chair out there from now on when I get a chance. But anyways, two things in this. This is like a pickups video and the contest winner for my 500 subscribers video. Big issues with the subscriber video, with the contest with that. I'm here to announce the winner, but unfortunately there will be no drawing or video for it because all my footage for that got lost. And you would think, okay, not a big deal. I could just kind of redo the whole video, get a new winner and everything. But with this one, I actually can't because of who won. The winner of the contest was Undead Space Monkey. He won the contest when I was doing the drawing on my computer. I was filming my laptop because they have this auto roll site you can go to. You just assign everyone a number, or I put everyone with the number on a piece of paper and I let it auto roll the number. And Undead Space Monkey won. So I had all that recorded on footage, recording the screen. And for his prize, instead of getting the $30, he wanted his money to get donated to the SPCA. And I was like, man, that's awesome. So, and I had remembered that. I was like, he wanted that to get donated. So while I was still filming the screen, I actually, recorded me donating the money to the foundation. That way everyone could see, like, he got his prize. There it is. It went on through. So I had all that recorded. And unfortunately, all that is gone. So I guess I gotta show you guys the receipt for the payment I made. But I actually made. They had a selection on there for $35 or $50, and I actually donated $50 to them. So Undead Space Monkey, there you go. You won the contest. I gave them $50. Unfortunately, like I said, all that footage is gone. I'm not sure what happened. I do all my recording and stuff on my phone, and I transfer everything to my wife's laptop to do editing and stuff for that when I want to edit the videos. I don't know what happened. I had my video edited, ready to go, and once my video is complete, I delete the footage for it that makes the video, if that makes any sense. I upload the videos from my phone to the hard drive, then I piece together the videos to make a new file, that's the video file, and erase the old videos so I could save space on it. I don't know what happened, but when I erased the old videos, it's like my video file that I created all screwed up. It couldn't access, it said it couldn't find the stuff to, I don't, executable error, I don't know. I forget what it was. It's just everything's gone. But there you go. I'm sorry you won't be able to see any of that, but Undead Space Monkey, that money did get donated, and it's going to a good cause. So there you go. Congratulations on winning it. Just again, unfortunately, I didn't want to fake nothing after spending 50 bucks. I couldn't drop another like 30 bucks for if someone else randomly won it. And I didn't want to fix the contest to make it look like Undead Space Monkey won again and just fake everything through. So there you go. That's what happened with that. Sorry if people are mad you don't get to see it, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Anyways, keep looking down because my computer's down here. Hopefully this angle's looking okay. I'm going to show, I haven't done a pickups video since October. That's mainly because in November I had made a little bet with my wife that I wasn't going to buy anything in order to get a certain item. I said I wouldn't buy any games or anything through the month of November. And if I did so, then I could get an original first printing run of the first Batman of the New 52. Goes for about 90 to 100 bucks right now. And I didn't. We had some exceptions. There was Black Friday was an exception that we could go on, and I had a limit I could use. And Man of Steel was coming out on Blu-ray, and I needed to spend money to get that. So I did get Man of Steel on Blu-ray. I did go out Black Friday. I showed you the like 2 or 3 things I got that day, but I didn't do much shopping for any of that. And I have some digital stuff on Steam that I got and some comic books to show off. So just an updated pickups video, but not much. The big ticket item, I'll go ahead and get into it, was that I got a Wii U. I had the money for it for a while. I just kept waiting to see if there was going to be a special edition console coming out and stuff, and you know, nothing was really coming. So, oops, comics are falling. Said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and go ahead and buy it and get it while I can. And I did pick up some games for it. I got the version that came with new Super Mario Bros. U, and this comes with new Super Luigi U, I believe, on it as well. Yep, right down there. And it had a physical copy. Now, I wanted the Wind Waker combo that had the nice gamepad and stuff, but it was a digital copy of Wind Waker, and I know I'm going to want a physical one of that, so I just went ahead and passed on it and got a physical copy of Mario 1. Also, along with Mario was Super Mario 3D World, which I just beat yesterday, so stay tuned for a discussion for that, but really, really love this game. And with all the hype with the new Zelda kind of Dynasty Warriors mixed clash going on, Hyrule Warriors, I went ahead and picked up Warriors Orochi 3 Hyper, just to kind of get used to the combat and battle system and stuff in it. Haven't put much time into it yet, but from what I said, this could be a really long game. And the combat did get kind of repetitive. I got to figure out a way to really hammer down and learn the combos in it, though, because it's pretty cool. Alright. Next on the list, you already saw a video of some 3DS stuff here, I guess. Link Between Worlds. You already saw my thoughts on that and how much I loved it. Lego Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars. I only got this because it was, I think, $4 clearance at Target new. So I went ahead and bought it. Haven't played any Lego games before, but I got this one, and now I want to get the Lego Marvel Avengers. That's one I really want to try out because I like Marvel stuff. And Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. This was a Black Friday pickup that was only 20 or 25 bucks, so I went ahead and snatched that for the 3DS. Game I got here just the other day because I was in GameStop wandering about, and I'll pick up any type of cheap PSP game or anything, and this is Pursuit Force Extreme Justice, and it was $1.79. PSP game, $1.79, I'm going to buy it just to put in the collection, and it's actually pretty fun. It's like an arcade style, almost mixed with Twisted Metal, so for $1.79 it was well worth the money because it is a pretty fun game. Another game you've already heard me talk about, Dishonored on the PS3, if you listen to the podcast. Loved this game. It is an amazing game. I wish I had time to do discussions and stuff like I used to, but I'll try to pop them in here and there, but this game was, if not the funnest, one of the funnest games I played last year. So if you haven't played Dishonored, you need to play it. Battlefield 4. I had the itch for wanting to play first-person shooter or something online again, and I had fallen out the loop since Halo 4. I hadn't played Halo 4 in a while. I figured I'd get Battlefield, try that. This game it's fun online, but it is a mess. If you can stay in a match long enough to finish it, it's pretty fun, but just the constant getting dropped from the servers. I actually had one point where it kind of reset all my stats, and I was freaking out, but they all came back when I turned my Xbox off and back on. And not being able to party up with your friends, just to form a party and go in, which I hear a patch for that is coming out, but just the game you could tell it's just not finished, and it was just a mess. So when they get the online stuff fixed, I think it'll be better, but right now it's just kind of messy. And a game that I beat a few weeks ago, Ys Memories of Celceta. I got the actual collector's edition, Silver Anniversary Edition here. Loved everything that came with that. But this was an amazing Ys game again. If you're a fan of Ys 7, you'll definitely be fitting right into this. Oath of Felghana is still my favorite, but this is still a great game in the series. And like I said, if I had time to do a discussion on it, I would have, because it is fantastic. And it didn't get to make my top 10 of the year because I already, or 5 or 10, or I forget what I did in my video. I did my top 3 in that video, but I made a top 10 list for the podcast. There you go. It would have made it, but I didn't finish it before recording that podcast. So unfortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. As I've been down, Steam did have their winter sale, and that's where a lot of stuff went. A lot of my money went, was a Steam sale. And I'm going to search here and tell you what I got. Audiosurf. That was one that was really cheap, like under $1, maybe 50 cents. Basically, it's like a Guitar Hero rhythm game. Takes your own music and puts it to it, though. Let's see, what else we got here? Braid, one that's highly acclaimed from Xbox Live Arcade. That was really cheap, so I went ahead and picked it up so I can give that a playthrough. Let's see. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, I think I picked up before the sale, but that was in my top 10 list again on the Another Gaming Podcast episode where we recap the year. Amazing, amazing game. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, go play it. Let's see. Defiance. Defiance was $5, and it's a game that I've been itching to try because it's like an online MMO type shooter without the monthly fee. And I put about 3 hours into it already, and I'm really loving Defiance. It's kind of prepping me for, I have a feeling that's going to be what, how can I forget, the new Bungie game coming out. Oh my goodness. How can I forget the Bungie game that's coming out? Destiny, there we go. It's getting me prepared for Destiny because I think Destiny's going to play kind of the same way. So if you want a cheap, fun game like that, then definitely get Defiance. Dustin: Elysian Tale. Chance and Dustin, a bunch of people say this is a great Metroid style type game, and it was on sale, so I went ahead and got it. Let's see, Electronic Super Joy, that was another one that's under $1, and it's an awesome side-scrolling platforming game, pixelated style graphics. It's really fun. I've beaten like the first kind of world, and the boss fights are really fun in it. For under $1, it's definitely worth it. Really fun game. Elder Scrolls Skyrim, which I already had on the 360, but traded in a long time ago because I knew they were going to come out with some type of Game of the Year special edition. And between that time and now, I have a PC that can run games or a laptop here that run games at high-end specs. So I got the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Legendary Edition when it was on sale for about $20 here on Steam, just so I could see the power. And the best way you could play it, I guess, was on PC, a lot of people say, and just graphically to see what it looked like. So I went ahead and grabbed it for that cheap price. Far Cry 3. I had played through Blood Dragon earlier in the year, made my top 5 in my Games of the Year list. Love that game. I had a friend who did nothing but rave about the game, who has it on 360. So I bought the PC version again, test my limits on it, because I hear it's a beautiful game when you can play it on the PC. So I think it was $7, and I got Far Cry 3. Final Fantasy 8. the first Final Fantasy game I ever started playing way back in the day, but bought it again on the PC because it'd just be easier for me to play it. Or the Vita. I was going to get it on either or, even though I have a physical copy. But it's just easier for me to have this in the living room playing with controller. And yeah, it's been great so far. That's one I'm actually kind of playing through right now. And let's see if there's anything else. The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. Another game I just recently beat. Dungeon crawlers, if you're into Torchlight and stuff like that, this is right up the alley. Plus you get that whole Van Helsing type of vibe, werewolves and stuff like that. It's really cool, and I enjoyed it. That was really cheap too as well. Let's see, that might be the last one. Yeah, I think that is it. Rogue Legacy was another one I got too. I think that was before the Steam sale though. That was on the Humble Bundle store. They were selling it like half off one day, so that's a fun dungeon crawler, just kind of semi, what do they call it, like a rogue type one, where if you die you lose your stuff, but there's things in that game which you get to keep when you die, so that's a really fun game as well. So all those digital games, and sorry if I'm a bit rusty or sound like I'm flying through this, but I got a bunch of stuff to show and a bunch of comics here to show. So that was the game stuff just for the past few months. Like I said, I didn't get much because I wasn't going to be buying any games in November until Black Friday. So anyways, since we're in the comics, and I mentioned before, I had a little deal with my wife going on. I actually wound up not wanting to get that because $100 for that comic, it just seemed not like a smart purchase. I could put it toward other things. So I didn't get the first issue of Batman, but I do have a bunch of comics here. Starting off with, sorry if you hear my son in the background yelling, so I'm becoming a really big fan of this series, Green Lantern. I got volumes 1 and 2 here. With Hal Jordan and stuff, this is the New 52. This has been awesome because Sinestro is back, and I guess apparently he was bad, and he's back in this one. But this has been a lot of fun reading through. The artwork in it, I think, is amazing. A lot of people, when I get to some of the other ones, kind of down some of the artists saying their artwork doesn't show character and stuff or emotion. And I'm getting, I can't pick up on that stuff yet, but I just know that this stuff looks good, and the story in this Green Lantern one's good. I never knew from that movie, which I actually enjoyed the Green Lantern movie, that I would really enjoy these comics. It's one of my favorite ones that I'm reading, is this Green Lantern one. We'll stick with DC at the moment, because I got a lot more DC than anything. And stuff fell, sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm just going to grab the stack here. So like I said, those are some of the volumes. Those are called the trades. If you're new to the comic thing, like Scene Like Me, those are trades to where there's multiple comics in one book, and those come out a few months after a few comics have released. And I really like these trades because you can get more of a story in at one big chunk of time rather than waiting each month and forgetting things. And I'm trying to catch up on trades for some of the stories because some of the comics you'll see that I've got, the series has already started. Sorry, not sure what happened. I got another phone call while recording, but as I was saying, I got to get trades to catch up to some of the series before I can even start reading some of the series, and you'll see that later on. Not really with what I got here. But another one I started getting into, which was really cool, was, I don't know if I had showed some of these yet or not, but the first 3 issues of Superman, Wonder Woman. This is actually a pretty cool storyline with Superman and Wonder Woman kind of dating or getting together. And as you can see there, the return of Zod. So 3 issues in is pretty cool. Like I said, again, artwork really good, so not much else to say there. Just a really good book so far. Really early on in it though. And I already showed an issue I think off in this series, but Superman Unchained, I think I showed the first one. It's up to book 5, and probably book 6 is out already, but I need to go clean out my box. As he's yelling, he's supposed to be watching a show, so he's not. I think my wife turned the show off, and now that's why he's making all sorts of noise. But this has been cool. This new villain slash, I forget his name, villain slash, he's not really an enemy, because at first they're helping each other, but I don't want to do spoils. Just read the book, But he might actually be able to kill Superman. So there you go. A series that just started, Harley Quinn. This is issue 0 and 1. 0 is just like she's breaking the fourth wall the whole time. Just they were trying to find the whole artist controversy, who they wanted to get to be the new artist of the issue. And then they got their artist, and this is what they're selling with. This is how Harley Quinn's going to go. So far, 2 issues. Well, officially 1 issue in. It's pretty fun. I like Harley Quinn's attitude. This is one of the ones where you saw the Batman issue that I picked up before. 2 more issues of Batman were in my box since then. That's one where I'm going to have to get trades for to catch up, because you can't find the first 10 issues for really cheap. So, alright. Batman Superman 1 through 6, which was, the story's pretty cool. Like where I'm at right now, Batman and Superman are kind of like stuck in a video game type setting, so it's been pretty cool, the clash between 2 of the hobbies I like. The first, you can see how the art styles have changed though. I guess this is what they do in comics. Here's the artwork for the first first couple issues. Now here's the artwork for the issues that are running right now. I guess in the comic book world they just go back and forth with artists sometimes, or between storylines. I don't know. I really like the artwork from both of them, but it's pretty cool how they do that, because you'll see artists who work on Marvel also working on DC, so that's pretty neat. All right, now we're on to the Marvel side, and this is another one. I haven't started reading these yet, but I have issues 13 through 16 of Thor. I haven't started reading it because I need to get the trade volumes for the first few issues, so I'll be able to know what's going on in the story. I don't want to skip ahead and be kind of lost, but I hear this is one of the best comics going right now. Don't fall. Superior Carnage 1 and 2. I just picked these up on a whim the other day just to see if it was any good, because I'm really enjoying another series that I have here. But so far it's not really hooking me, so I don't think I'm going to keep getting those. This is probably my favorite comic that I'm reading right now, and then behind that would be Green Lantern. And that is the Superior Spider-Man series. And these are issues, it's an annual, and issues 20 through 24. And I think there's more in my box now. But I haven't read these yet. But I have read the trade volumes here for the first 3. And trade volume number 4 is coming out, which will get me pretty much caught up, because the back issues I need to fill in here at my comic book store. But these are trades, volumes 1 through 3, and they go all the way up to issue 16. And I've read all of these during the break here. This is my favorite one going right now, just because, and spoiler alert here, Doc Ock has taken over Peter Parker's body, and he's pretty much the soul in Peter Parker's body, and he is now the Superior Spider-Man. And it is crazy, because he truly is Superior Spider-Man. He actually, more spoilers, he actually kills his first person, I want to say, because from what they're saying, he actually killed, I don't think he killed anyone in the past by meaning to, but I don't know, never read any of them. But in this one, he actually kills somebody. He kills other people, because it's Doc Ock in there. He's not worried about killing. He's just worried about getting the job done. So Doc Ock's technology with Spider-Man's abilities, it's pretty crazy how good this is. And this is one where people were saying the artwork, like in the first few issues, kind of took away from some of the emotion going on. And I don't know, I'm just impressed by the artwork in general. So I really don't know what they mean by that yet. I'm sure I'll eventually pick up on it. But this has just been awesome, awesome stuff. Really, really love Superior Spider-Man. And to round things off, Amazing X-Men had just picked up and started a few months ago. So I picked the first 2 issues up. I think issue 3 is out right now. Haven't read them yet because I want to build up at least 5 issues before I read them, so I have something to kind of read through. And last but not least, a series that's getting all the rave right now, I think it's by Image Comics, is Black Science. And this is issue number 2. I have a first printing of issue 1 on the way, which I hear is already going for tons of money. Well, not tons, but it's already going for a good price. But I have that on the way, so I haven't read issue 2 yet. But this is kind of like a sci-fi space type of comic book. So I'm really looking forward to cracking it open as soon as the first one gets in here, because I think that's going to be awesome. So anyways, that's it. This is going to be a really long pickups video, so I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Stay tuned, hopefully, for a Mario 3D World discussion, and that's it. Laggy Gamer, light out.